Good morning, boys and girls. It is Monday, March 23rd, and we're going to go ahead and get started with spelling. So before you get started, double check to make sure that you have printed the sheet with your letter tiles on it, because today, Monday, you're going to need all of your letter tiles, and you also are going to need your word grid in order to do the activity today. If you haven't recycled your letter tiles from last week, now would be a great time to do that, okay? And then also, if you need to print your letter tiles off in your word grid, just pause this video before you move forward, okay? And then when you're ready, hit start. For those of you who are ready, I'm just gonna go through and let you know which tiles we need this week. So we have got the letter I, we have a U, not an N, we have a G, we have an N, not a U, we have an R, we have an S, and we actually, let me slide these down, running out of space here, have two T's, okay? So double check, make sure that you have all of these letter tiles. I'll repeat them so that you can hear again. We have the letter I, U, G, N, R, S, and two T's. We've got two vowels this week. Yours probably printed off yellow. Mine are just white, but our two vowels this week are I and U. The rest of the letters are consonants. Okay, so we're building around those two vowels this week. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I'm going to give you directions. All right, I'm gonna give you directions on how to build the words. So follow along. Make sure that you have your letter tiles cut out and in front of you. You do not need your word grid right now, so you can just slide that out of the way. All right. Let's get going. Okay, so the first word that we are going to build can be a chunk, but it can also be a word on its own. And that word is us. Us. Go ahead and build the word us. Make sure as you're spelling it in front of you, you don't have any uppercase letters because this is not a proper noun. Okay, so lowercase letters only. All right. Go ahead and tell me, how do you spell the word us? I'm just kidding, I can't hear you. But I'm assuming that you said U-S, us. Okay, cool. The next word you are going to spell is actually a name of a person, maybe a mouse if you've seen Cinderella, whatever. It's a name, so it's a proper noun. You're going to add the letter that makes the G sound to the beginning of this word. So you're adding the letter that makes the G sound at the beginning of this word. Remember, it is a name. All right. Boys and girls, what word did you build? I think you probably can see in front of you that you have built the word Gus. So in order to spell the word Gus, you need to add the G to the beginning. But be careful, because remember, I did say that Gus is actually a name, which means that lowercase g will not work. We need to flip that card around and make sure we have uppercase G. This is the name of someone or something, okay? You are going to now build a word with two new letters, so you're going to lose two. The new word that you're going to build is rig. Rig. Go ahead and spell the word rig. R-I-G. Rig. Give you a moment to build that in front of you. All right, boys and girls, how do you spell the word rig? you spell the word rig? Okay, I'm assuming you said rig. Okay, so all lowercase letters for that word. All right, nice job. You're going to keep the same ending sound in rig, but you're going to replace the beginning and middle sound to go from rig to, oh, just kidding. You're going to replace only the middle sound in rig, so replacing only the middle sound, and you're going to build the word rug, rug, rug. Okay, boys and girls, how do you spell the word rug? Okay, I'm assuming that you said R-U-G, rug, rug, okay? You're going to replace the beginning sound in rug with a letter that makes the T sound. You're replacing the beginning letter in rug with another letter that makes the T sound. All right, so build that word in front of you. When you're all set, read that word out loud to me. I'm pretty sure that I heard you say tug. Okay, so also not a proper noun, so make sure we have all lowercase letters there. We should have built the word tug. Okay. You are now going to build the word ring. Ring. Like she is wearing a beautiful ring on her hand. Ring. Also could be used in a sentence like this. I'm going to give her a ring on the telephone. Ring, ring. All right. So boys and girls, go ahead and let me know, how did you spell the word ring? I'm pretty sure that I heard R-I-N-G, ring. Okay, ring. All right, nice job. We're going to replace the vowel in ring with another vowel to make rung, rung. Go ahead and switch out those vowels. All right, and boys and girls, how do you spell the word wrung? Like I wrung out the towel, wrung. Okay. R-U-N-G, rung. Nice job. All right. We are now going to add, well actually we're going to trade out the ending in wrong to make the new word rust, rust. So which letters need to get replaced at the end of wrong to turn wrong into rust, rust. Okay, boys and girls, how do we spell the word rust? R-U-S-T. That was your voices in my head. So R-U-S-T, we call S-T and S blend, okay? And we're looking at this whole ending here, U-S-T, rust. All right. You're gonna add, let's see if you get this. You're gonna add the letter T to the beginning of the word rust. So go ahead and add the letter T to the beginning of the word rust, and go ahead and try reading this word out loud. All right. Boys and girls, how do you read this word? I would read it like this: trust, tricky because at the beginning of the word trust, what sound do we actually hear? I hear sh, 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 trust. It almost sounds like it should be what two letters at the beginning of the word trust? If you said CH, you're right. It almost sounds like trust should be spelled CHRUST, trust. This is really tricky because sometimes TR actually makes the ch sound like in train, tree, trust. Can you think of any other words? Can you think of any other words that begin with TR where it kind of sounds like ch, ch? Okay, that one's a tricky one. All right, the next word you are going to build is the word sting. Sting. Like, I got a bee sting on my arm. Sting. Give you a moment to build that one in front of you. All right, boys and girls, when you're all set, go ahead and spell that word out loud to me, please. All right, I think you probably agree you are going to keep this ST blend, okay? So, sting, sting, right? So in this word, I'm hearing kind of two sounds blending together. So this S blend, okay, makes kind of one sound together. And then ING, we're noticing, is working all together to make the ing sound. So sting, sting, okay? All right. Now we're gonna make sting, which is a present tense word, into a past tense word, meaning something that already happened. So we're gonna go from sting to stung, stung. Go ahead and switch out sting for stung. All right, when you're all set, go ahead and spell that word out loud for me. All right, I am pretending to hear S-T-U-N-G, stung, okay? All right, now you're gonna add a letter to the word stung to make it strung, 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 like I strung lights around the Christmas tree, strung. Okay, so boys and girls, how do you spell the word strung? All right, in my imaginary class I've got here with me this week, I heard my students say S-T-R-U-N-G, strung, okay? Almost done, we've got a few more. All right, now this should be easy because we just talked about this chunk a few minutes ago. So we're gonna take the beginning of strung and we're gonna switch out parts of this to go from strung to string, string. And remember, if you know how to spell ring, you can spell string. So take a moment, build that in front of you. All right. So boys and girls, how do we spell the word string? Okay, so we just go ahead and trade out that U for an I, and then we get string. So looking at that ING chunk again, ing, string. Okay, nice job. All right, now we're gonna take lots of our letters. We're gonna keep the ing sound, so I'm just gonna slide it on down. So that's a clue, but now you are going to build the word rusting. So keeping this ing chunk at the end, I want for you to build the word rusting, rusting. The nail is rusting out in the rain, rusting. Okay. Boys and girls, how do you spell the word rusting? Okay, I heard you guys say R-U-S-T-I-N-G, rusting. No capital letters here. It is not a proper noun. So far, Gus has been the only proper noun. So we should be using all lowercase letters for the rest of these words. Okay, paying attention to making sure you're doing that, all right? Okay, now we're ready for the secret word. Last week it was husband, and I know that lots of you found that secret word, so great job. The question is, this week, can you find the secret word? In order to find the secret word, remember you must use all of our letter tiles, okay? So you cannot leave any of them out. And I'll give you one starting clue. The starting clue is that it is not a proper noun. So no capital letters. Okay, I'm going to give you another clue. Our secret word this week is a word that is a verb. Okay, so an action word, a version of an action word. I'm going to give you another clue. It ends with the ing pattern. Ends with the ing pattern. So we've already got it, that pattern right in front of us. Ing. Anyone got it yet? Okay. Last clue. It's got that tricky pattern that we talked about a little while ago when we talked about what sound we hear at the beginning of words like tree and trick or trip. Bet lots of you have got it now. If you haven't, don't worry. I'm going to show you right now. I'm just going to add. You're going to laugh when you see how easy it was if you didn't get it right away. All I had to do was move my T down. Can you read this word? It's kind of long. Can you read it starting at the beginning? We know that's ing. We know that's us. Sting. Oh, there goes that tricky pattern again. TR sometimes sounds like ch, like in tree, trick, trip. So this word would be trusting. Trusting. All right, so our secret word this week is trusting. Nice job. Okay, so what you're going to do next is you're going to use your tiles. You're going to use your tiles to build as many words as you can, okay? You're going to build as many words as you can using all of these tiles. You might rebuild some of the words we just built together. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to write those words down into your word grids, okay? Snap a picture when you're all set and post it onto Seesaw, all right? And I am looking forward to seeing your work on Seesaw in a bit. All right, you guys, nice job with spelling today. See you tomorrow. Bye.